fly comes into a room, right? And he starts buzzing around you, and you just can't fucking swat the fucking thing. This guy's exactly like that. He's relentless. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. And that's why I'm not going to take the piss out of him too much. Dakota.
That's going to kick my ass. Alright, let's give a big round of applause for Kalius here. He puts a lot of work into this stuff. I'll be honest with you. The only reason I did that shit is I really wanted to hear some clapping while I was up here tonight. I thought that might be my only chance. How you guys doing tonight? Woo! You doing well? Woo! More importantly, you feeling strong? Good. Because before I'm done tonight, I also want to do some crowd surfing. So I'm going to be coming your guys' way. That'd be a whole lot of oh shit. Now, before we really get started tonight, can you all do me a favor? I'm not near as good as what you guys are hoping for. So if I can get you to lower your standards right about there, I'd say, I think things will go better for all of us. Ladies, speaking of lowering your standards, there's quite a few fellas here that appreciate if you lower your standards too. If you know what I mean. Of course, now that I'm up here and I can see the fellas that are here, ladies, why don't you forget what I just said? Because you'd have to lower them standards too far, and I don't know if you recover from that shit, to be honest. Of course, I don't have to worry about that shit anymore. My wife told me I'm a happily married man. Lucky me. So, the name's Dakota Mick. Now, obviously, that's not the name my mother gave me. That'd have just been stupid. Especially when you consider I was conceived in a parking lot in Nebraska. Well, the Nebraska bit's true, and I'm probably making it up about the parking lot. Actually, according to the man who I think's my father, I was conceived at a party where shit got way out of hand. And that's why my dad wasn't sure if he was my father or not. I'll be honest with you, that kind of news is hard to take when you're 7 years old. Of course, you think I had a hard time taking it. You should see my mother when she heard the story he was telling me. Ooh, she went ballistic. Apparently, she wanted to keep that story secret. No, Dakota Mick, that's the name Ireland gave me. When my wife first dragged my ass over here, we were living down in a village just outside of Kinsale. And I went down to the local to have a few pints and meet the neighbors. And they're like, so, what'd you say the name was? Michael O'Connor. Ah, Mick. Well, no, I usually go by Mike. You're in Ireland now. It's Mick. Well, all right, well, I guess you can call me Mick. Well, you can't be Mick. Mick Murphy's Mick. All right, well, why don't you call me Mike? Now you're in Ireland. It has to be Mick. See, we got Scottish Mick, and there's English Mick, and we already have Mick the Yank. So you can't be him. Where do you say you're from again? Well, I'm from South Dakota. Ah, Dakota Mick. Ta-da! Now I've been here at this stage for 16 years, and a lot of my friends are like, why are you still using the name Dakota Mick? Well, at this stage, to be honest, it's to avoid confusion. Because I know I'm basically nailing the Cork accent. But I'm really sure after a bit, some of you are going to be like, you know, I don't think that boy's from Cork. Matter of fact, I don't even think he's Irish. You got me. You got me. Now, how many of y'all are in a long-term relationship? And you guys got a hall pass in that relationship? You know that list of individuals that if you meet them, you're allowed to sleep with them? No questions asked? No harm, no fouls? Yeah, I totally fucked that one up. But my wife and I were talking about it. I was thinking back to all the women I loved when I was young. So my list is Joan Jett, Debbie Harry, and Stevie Nicks. What the fuck was I thinking? Average age of them women right now, 65. My chances of meeting them, about 0. Who did my wife pick? The Munster fucking rugby team. Average age, 26. They all live within driving distance. Now, I'm not saying my wife is obsessed with Munster rugby, but I know for a fact she was stalking Dakota O'Callahan there for a while. I guarantee you, Dakota showed up at my house in the morning. She'd be like, Dakota who? Or to be honest, I wouldn't blame her. Everything I've seen of Dakota, he seems to be a nice guy. I mean, she could do a lot worse. Or some of you are probably thinking she has done a lot worse. Well, fuck you. Now, I don't mind cursing a bit, you probably noticed. But like when my daughters were young, I was very careful around them, because I didn't want to teach my girls how to curse till they were like 6 or something like that. Good parenting skills, But one day we're home and I'm farting around the house doing whatever, and my wife's in watching Munster rugby. Next thing I hear my 3-year-old daughter coming down the hall. And she's like, for fuck's sake, Ronan! Of course, I've been the wife, like, God damn it, you tell your mother you taught her that shit. I ain't taking the blame for that at all. Of course, now, my daughters are 14 and 12. And I'm beginning to get worried. Although Cornelius said I was a Navy SEAL, that's not quite true. I was a United States Marine for 5 years. I spent 5 years basically just learning how to kill people. And I'm getting worried because my girls are getting to that age now where pretty soon boys are going to start showing up. And I know there's no way in hell the judge is going to believe me when I try to tell him it was a fucking accident. I'd be like, Your Honor, I don't know how his neck got broken, Shit happens. To be honest, I was kind of hoping they'd end up being lesbians. It doesn't seem to be going that way. I just, I figured it'd be a lot easier for me, but fuck it. A friend of mine recently, him and his wife, they just had a baby. And it got me thinking back to when my wife and I had our first child. And I know it's very stressful for the mother. A lot of people don't appreciate it. It's stressful for the man, too. Now you guys be laughing at that shit. I mean, obviously she was the one pregnant. I know I look like I might be pregnant. And like the birthing process, that was all her. But I was there to be yelled at. And then when we brought the baby home, I was trying my best to help out and learn, how to take care of this baby. But those first few days, I'm analyzing that baby. And I'm looking at that baby. And I'm thinking, does she look like any of my friends? And the more I'm looking at that baby, the more I'm thinking, God damn it, she looks just like my youngest brother. Of course, I finally told my wife. She got all irrational about that shit. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You and your brother look exactly the same. I said, I know. That's what I'm worried about. I know you like his type. Of course, she does tease me about that sometimes. She said, one of these days I'm going to trade you in for the younger Mel. And I am worried about it because he's actually nicer than me. But anyway, I want to tell you about the other week. I had probably one of the best experiences of my whole life. We were at Wagamama's, and we had having a meal, and afterwards I needed to use the toilet. So I got up, went down to the bathroom, opened the door, shut the door behind me, and stood in front of the toilet, unzipped the trousers, whipped the lad out, and I looked to my left, and there was a mirror. And I looked to my right, and there was another mirror. As far as I could see, my dick was in reflection. It was amazing. I now ordered 2 mirrors for my bathroom. I was thinking tonight, talk a little bit about political comedy. Try it out. A little bit off the top of my head. But I just thought, I know we're all kind of upset tonight with Enda after resigning. And so I really appreciate that you folks came out in spite of the pain. And I got a feeling I'm going to miss him. Because the one thing I did like about Enda is he didn't really do interviews. And I got a feeling in a couple months, I'm going to be like, God damn it, because I guarantee you, he's going to be on the radio constantly. But that guy don't. He's going to want to talk. And we're going to miss Enda, I guarantee it. And of course, a lot of people here, when they hear the voice, they want to talk about American politics. And to be honest, I don't really care about American politics that much, like the president. I could give a rat's ass who's the president of the United States. Why? Because they're so far above me. They could be on the fucking Mars for all I care. Trump, Obama, Clinton, they have no effect on my life. And as Obama can tell you, you can't do half of what you think you can as the president. But in Ireland, politics is personal. Because I guarantee you, every one of you probably knows at least one TD. And if you don't know a TD, you goddamn sure know some of their family. When I first came over to Ireland, I was living outside of Kinsale, as I said, and the guy I used to go buy my milk from was cousin to Bertie Ahern. I used to blow my mind. Leader of the fucking country, and I'm buying milk off his fucking cousin. And of course you always knew when Bertie was in trouble, because when you walked in the shop, all the papers were upside down. Anyway, folks, that's me for tonight. Thank you very much.
We can go on to Dakota Mick.
That was good. Dakota did his first gig here about 6 weeks ago. And to be told, he did fucking, you were supposed to do 7, you did 11 minutes, fucking dickhead. But he did an 11-minute set there, and I was watching, everyone was fucking laughing. What the fuck is that? I'm serious, like, seriously, he's only had it 6 weeks. You've no taste. Like, he's... Yeah.